No other aircraft on Earth flies quite like this. The F-47 isn't just another stealth jet, it's something the world has never truly seen. The president once called it virtually unseeable. And the U.S. Air Force has given it a new classification, Stealth Plus, the world's fastest stealth fighter. But that raises a question. If the F-22 Raptor already shows up on enemy radar like the size of a marble, then just how small is the F-47? Some insiders say it's like a mosquito, not literally, but in radar terms, that's the scale we're talking about. For nearly 5 years, this so-called ghost aircraft has been quietly flying across secret test ranges. And only now are the first real clues beginning to emerge. In this video, we're diving deep into what Stealth Plus actually means. How the technology evolved from the F-117 to the F-22 and F-35. And how the mysterious F-47 pushes stealth further than anyone thought possible. We'll break down radar invisibility, infrared hiding, and the revolutionary new engines that make it all work. We'll also explore the impossible equation, combining Mach 2 plus speed with deep stealth, something engineers once said could never happen. And finally, we'll talk about the staggering cost, the controversy, and what this means for the future of air dominance. To understand Stealth Plus, you need a quick history lesson in invisibility. Back in the 1970s, DARPA's Have Blue program changed everything. It proved that aircraft could be shaped to deflect radar waves rather than reflect them. A breakthrough that became the F-117 Nighthawk, the world's first operational stealth jet. It was boxy, strange-looking, and revolutionary. Then came the F-22 Raptor, which fused stealth with true aerodynamic performance. Its radar cross-section, or RCS, is often compared to a marble on radar. Imagine that, a 62-foot fighter appearing smaller than a bird on enemy screens. The F-35 Lightning II pushed the concept further, blending stealth with advanced sensors, electronic warfare, and networked situational awareness. Its stealth profile is slightly larger than the Raptor's but designed for versatility. A stealth jet that can carry bombs, dogfight, and act as a flying sensor hub. And now enters the next chapter, the F-47. Official Air Force material labels it Stealth Plus. They haven't published numbers, those are classified. But that label alone tells us something big. This isn't just another stealth aircraft, it's a new category of low observability. Think of stealth like coins on a table. If the F-35 is a quarter and the F-22 a marble, then the F-47 fits inside a box smaller than both. A level of invisibility the Air Force calls simply Stealth Plus. But stealth isn't just about radar. True invisibility means controlling 3 major signatures: radar reflection, infrared heat, and electronic emissions. Radar stealth begins with shape. Carefully angled surfaces that bounce radar waves away instead of back to the source. Plus materials that absorb stray energy. That's why modern stealth jets have smooth, sharp-edged designs, serpentine engine inlets to hide the fan blades, and internal weapon bays instead of external hardpoints. Infrared stealth is far harder. Even if radar can't see you, the heat of your engines and skin can light you up like a flare. Thermal sensors pick up this glow instantly. Then comes emissions control. A fighter that actively broadcasts radar pings reveals its own position. So, modern stealth jets use low probability of intercept radars and fuse information from many passive sensors. Seeing everything while saying almost nothing. This is the holy trinity of stealth, and the F-47 aims to master all 3. Here's the paradox. Speed and stealth don't mix. Flying faster than Mach 2, roughly 1,500 miles per hour, generates enormous heat. That heat radiates across the infrared spectrum, lighting up detectors and undoing years of radar stealth engineering. For decades, designers faced a painful trade-off: build a jet for speed or for stealth, never both. The F-47 is America's attempt to solve that riddle. Its secret lies in its engines, the next-generation adaptive propulsion systems, known as NGAP. These powerplants, such as Pratt & Whitney's XA-103 and GE's XA-102, are true shapeshifters. They're three-stream adaptive cycle engines that can literally reconfigure airflow in flight. In high-thrust mode, they channel air straight through the core, behaving like powerful turbojets for raw speed. In cruise mode, they open a third bypass stream that routes cooler air around the core, boosting efficiency while cooling the jet's exterior. Think of it as an engine with 3 gears instead of 2. That third bypass stream acts as a built-in heat sink, dissipating thermal energy, hiding the exhaust, and extending range without guzzling fuel. Industry reports claim these adaptive engines are 25% more fuel efficient than today's F-35 powerplants, and far better at thermal management. That's how the F-47 can chase Mach 2+ while still cutting its infrared signature. Not perfect invisibility, but a target far harder to lock onto. Now, look at its silhouette. The F-47 is tailless, no vertical stabilizers at all. That's not a stylistic choice, it's stealth geometry. Vertical tails reflect radar from the sides, amplifying visibility. By removing them, engineers dramatically shrink the radar cross-section from multiple angles. Instead, the F-47 uses a diamond-shaped blended wing body, a smooth manta ray-like profile that deflects radar waves upward or downward, never straight back. This concept isn't entirely new. Boeing's bird of prey demonstrator in the late 1990s already hinted at it. But the F-47 refines it into an operational, combat-ready form. The result is an aircraft that looks less like a fighter and more like a living shadow. Every curve, every seam, every vent exists to bend light, heat, and radar energy away. Stealth Plus isn't only about radar, it's about surviving across the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Modern infrared sensors can detect even faint thermal signatures. To combat this, the F-47's adaptive engines do more than manage fuel, they manage heat. Its exhaust nozzles are believed to use slit-shaped outlets and advanced cooling techniques that mix hot gases with cool ambient air before they ever leave the aircraft. That means the glowing tailpipe of a normal fighter is replaced by a subdued shimmer, barely visible, even to advanced heat-seeking missiles. It's not absolute invisibility, but it's close enough to make tracking the F-47 in combat a nightmare. If the F-35 was the first flying computer, the F-47 might be the first sentient skin. Rumors from defense insiders suggest that its outer shell may function as one enormous distributed sensor array, instead of a single radar dish in the nose. Hundreds of microscopic radar and infrared modules could be embedded directly into the aircraft's surface, turning the whole jet into a flexible, 360-degree eye. This has 2 advantages. First, it eliminates external protrusions that could reflect radar. And second, it provides a level of situational awareness unmatched by anything flying today. The F-47 doesn't just hide, it sees everything without being seen. But the F-47 isn't meant to fly alone. It's designed as the quarterback of a new kind of aerial team, a formation of semi-autonomous drones known as Collaborative Combat Aircraft, or CCAs. The plan calls for roughly 1,000 drones supporting fewer than 200 F-47s. Each drone can act as an extended sensor, a decoy, or even carry extra weapons. Together, they create what the Air Force calls the ghost effect. On radar, the enemy might see an entire swarm, but never know which blips represent manned jets and which are expendable machines. It's deception at the scale of the sky, a fleet where every signal could be real, or bait. This transforms the F-47 from just a stealth fighter into a battlefield commander, a conductor orchestrating an invisible orchestra of drones. But invisibility comes with a staggering price tag. Each F-47 is projected to cost nearly $300 million, making it the most expensive fighter jet in human history. It's not just a plane, it's a national investment in secrecy. Built from exotic materials, adaptive engines, AI systems, and classified technologies. Which raises the question. If the US truly has a jet that's invisible to radar, infrared, and electronic detection, how could anyone stop it? Could any defense system counter something it can't see? Would an invisible aircraft make the world safer, or far more unstable? Because when one nation achieves invisibility, every other one starts racing to match it. This is more than just a military leap, it's the beginning of a new stealth arms race. A future where air combat might occur between ghosts. Where pilots and machines fight in skies no radar can read. If full-spectrum invisibility becomes real, across radar, heat, and even satellite detection. Should America use it first? Or should it remain a secret weapon, locked away until absolutely necessary? Because when no one knows who's in the sky above them, the balance of power changes forever. So tell me, what do you think? Would an invisible jet make you feel safer, or more afraid? Could any nation defend against it? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation every American, and frankly, every citizen of the world, needs to have. If this video gave you a new way to see stealth technology, then share it with a friend who loves defense tech or megaprojects as much as you do. And don't forget to subscribe, so you never miss the next deep dive into the weapons reshaping our future. Thank you for spending your time here. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be curious, and that means the world to me. Until next time, stay curious, and stay invisible.